Welcome to this video where I will show you some amazing AI-generated images of some of the most popular characters from Warcraft. These images were created using Midjourney version 5.1, a powerful generative image tool that can create stunning visuals from simple text prompts. Let's take a look at some of the results. First, we have Thrall, the original war chief of the Horde and the founder of Duroder and Orgrimmar. He is a powerful shaman and a respected leader. As you can see on the images, it is not exactly Thrall as we know him, but the results are quite nice. On some of the images he even wields something like Doomhammer. Have in mind Midjourney very hardly renders weapons when prompted, but I think it managed to do a good job there. Next, we have Sylvanas Windrunner, the leader of the Forsaken and the current war chief of the Horde. She is a former ranger general of Quel'Thalas who was turned into a banshee by Arthas. The images show Sylvanas in her full glory, with a dark and gloomy environment that matches her mood and faction. You can even see her army of undead in the background and some different color palettes for her outfit. Then, we have Cairne Bloodhoof, the chieftain of the Bloodhoof tribe and the faction leader of the Tauren race. It was harder to make Midjourney render Cairne, with a regular prompt, so it took quite a lot of tries. I had to change the prompt to humanoid cow shaman in a ceremonial armor and headdress preparing for battle, and got a little bit better results despite the ridiculous prompt. He looks quite creepy in the last images. Next up, we have Illidan Stormrage, the Betrayer and the Lord of Outland. He is a former night elf who became a demon hunter and later a demon himself. He is obsessed with power and seeks to destroy the Burning Legion. He resides in the Black Temple. Illidan is shown in his demonic form, with wings, horns, tattoos and warglaves in some images, in front of the Black Temple with a fiery and chaotic background that suits his personality and goals. Moving on, we have Jaina Proudmoore, the leader of Theramore and one of the most powerful mages in Azeroth. She is a former lover of Arthas and a friend of Thrall. She advocates for peace between the Alliance and the Horde. The images portray Jaina in her signature outfit, with a calm and serene expression that contrasts with her frost magic. The ocean and sky in the background add to the sense of tranquility. I used different aspect ratios and tried to make her cast arcane and frost spells. Next is Arthas Menethil as the Lich King. He's one of the most iconic villains in Warcraft history. He is a former prince of Lordaeron who became corrupted by the cursed blade Frostmourne. He commands the undead army from his frozen throne in Icecrown Citadel. The images capture Arthas's cold and dark presence as well as his imposing throne and sword. The blue and white colors add to the feeling of frostiness. Then we have Tyrande Whisperwind. She is the high priestess of Elune and the leader of the Night Elves. She is a fierce warrior and a loyal lover of Malfurion Stormrage. She protects the forests of Kalimdor from any threat. The images show Tyrande in her elegant and graceful outfit. I tried to add a white tiger as her faithful companion and mount. It worked in some of the images. The forest of Ashenvale is her home and domain, and the moonlight reflects her connection to Elune. Next we have Malfurion Stormrage. He is the greatest druid in history and the archdruid of the Night Elves. He is a master of nature magic and a brother of Illidan Stormrage. He sleeps in the Emerald Dream but occasionally awakens to aid his people. The images depict Malfurion in his druidic form, with antlers and long hair that show his affinity to nature. I tried making him summon vines and roots with his hands, demonstrating his nature magic, but it was a hard thing to achieve. Moving on, we have Gul'dan. He is the first orc warlock and the founder of the Shadow Council. He is a cunning and ruthless villain who betrayed his own kind for personal gain. He opened the dark portal that brought the orcs to Azeroth. The images show Gul'dan in his Orcish warlock robes and try to represent his dark arts. He opened the dark portal with green fell energy, which is a corrupting force that he uses to fuel his power. The stormy and ominous sky adds to the sense of danger and evil. Next up is Anduin Wrynn. He is the king of Stormwind and the leader of the Alliance. He is a young and compassionate ruler who seeks to end the war with the Horde. He is also a skilled priest who can wield the light. The image portrays Anduin in his royal armor on a balcony of Stormwind Keep, which is his seat of power and the heart of the Alliance. He is looking over his city and people, showing his care and responsibility for them. He has a hopeful and determined expression, indicating his vision for peace and justice. At last we have Deathwing, a former dragon aspect who became corrupted by the old gods and turned into a monstrous destroyer. He is responsible for causing the cataclysm that shattered Azeroth. He is a fearsome and powerful enemy that threatens all life on the planet. He is shown in his dragon form. There are flames and lava everywhere showing his destructive power. He has a terrifying and destructive presence that makes him one of the most formidable foes in Warcraft history. That's all for this video where I showed you some amazing AI-generated images of some of the most popular characters from Warcraft using Midjourney v5. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, etc. Thank you for watching and see you next time.